channel. So today I'm going to be doing how you can make a thumbnail, how I make my thumbnails. And if you want something like the videos you have seen on my channel before, like that kind of thumbnail, then continue watching so you guys can get the best tips, best apps, and all of the above to help make your thumbnails. So first off, the two apps you're going to need are Phonto and PicsArt. Those are the things I use to make my thumbnails. But if you want to do something for, say, like Roblox, then you're going to go into Roblox and go into a game. Let's just say we want to go to Royal High. Now this can work for any game. I'm just going to go into this game because this is what I mainly go into to make my thumbnails. But you can do this in literally any other game works. So if you wanted to take a screenshot in Bloxburg, you could. Like anything really works for Roblox as long as you just take a screenshot of your character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to a white backdrop. Some of the games I recommend to go into are Royal High because they do have different poses you can use and this backdrop, but there's also like photo shoot games where you can take a screenshot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dress up in something I would maybe wear for a thumbnail. Actually, we'll just reset our character. So let's say we're gonna use our regular character for this, and you can just pose. So let's say we're going to use this pose, and I recommend a white backdrop, so when you remove it, and like when you remove the background, if you have the white, it kind of just looks like an outline. So what you're going to do is position the camera where you want, and you can take a screenshot. On Apple, I know you can crop it out. I'm not sure how it works on Android because I don't have an Android, but I'm sure it works almost the same. Now that you have your screenshot, you can go ahead and leave the game, and you're going to go into PicsArt. Okay, so for PicsArt, you can pick your own custom background color, or you can upload an image yourself. But for today, I'm going to be using a background color because this is what I usually do for my thumbnails. So we're going to go for a bluish color, a light blue. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to crop, and there's already a preset YouTube cutout, which is the automatic sizing for thumbnails. Now you're going to go to your photos and add the photo you would like to add. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then hit the erase button that's at the top and hit person. Now sometimes it'll do something wonky like this, so all you need to do is you could either use your finger or you could use a pen that could go to your device, which I have a Apple pen, which you can use your finger. It works exactly the same. And you're going to hit restore. I'm actually going to use my finger because that's like what some people might be able to do, like, because I know everyone can use their finger. Well, unless you like don't have a finger or something, but we're just going to go off of, let's just say you have a finger. So what I'm going to do is just erase all this white stuff. It's okay if you kind of go out of the lines just a little bit and kind of like bump into things that you might not want to erase, because you can always restore them. But if it's not too noticeable, it's not a big deal. And you don't have to remove everything. If it's white, it kind of just looks fine. But if you really want to have something like super duper clean, then you can definitely take your time to erase all that stuff. So just erase most of it, and if you want to be super detailed, that's on you. You can totally do that. And that's totally fine if you want to do that. I just don't usually do that. I think it's kind of best to have some kind of outline. Now I kind of made a little mistake that my actual character has a white shirt on, and that can be just a little bit difficult to kind of erase correctly, but we're just gonna try our best. And once you've erased most of it, you just hit the little check mark at the top I think that looks good enough. You just hit the little check mark at the top and you can rotate it, you can make it larger, smaller, whatever you want to do. So we're going to just turn it and put her in the corner. Now, next you can use these cool little brushes, well, the brushes tab. You can use the brushes to do some cool stuff. And I feel like I want to do something different. I'm going to use this silver stuff to outline my character. And all you have to do is just drag your finger around your character and you can outline her. Now this is not something I would normally do, but I'm actually kind of finding it kind of cool. And this is so simple. I feel like that looks quite cool. But I did mess up with just a little bit there, so we're gonna hit the back button. Again, you can always just hit the back button if you make a mistake that you don't like. And voila! That's just a little detail. So something else you can do is go into the stickers tab. I like to usually use like butterflies or little stars. We're gonna go for butterflies. And you can find the one that satisfies you. I think I wanna go for, we're gonna do these. So you can just add these wherever you want. I think I'm going to put mine in the corner. So once you have everything that you want in PicsArt, you just download the photo or save the photo to your device and go into the app Phonto. Now for Phonto, all you have to do is go into your photo album and click the image you would like to use. Now there's all these filters that you can apply, and I'm gonna go for the fade filter. Now all you have to do is, there's a way that you can download fonts. Unfortunately, I won't be showing you how to do this in this video, but there's this helpful little how to install fonts tab, which you can go into by yourself. So you can either use the fonts that the app provides to you, or you can download them yourself, and when you download them, it's completely free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a font, and I am going to type what I would like to say. So I'm going to say how I just, for the first font, I usually mix up fonts to make it more interesting. Place it where you want, size it how you want. I make my and then you don't have to separate it all out, but I'm just deciding to do that so I can mix up the fonts. And you can just place them wherever you want, size them however you want. You can even tilt them, and you can tilt it however much you want. I think I'm actually going to tilt it just a little bit. Maybe not. I'm going to tilt it back. So you can always just do whatever you want for those settings. Now something else I usually like to do, and this is completely optional, I use the little shadows to add more dimension to the letters. And you just do that by clicking style, and you can do any color you want for it. I'm just going to use a simple gray for now. Okay, so now that you've done that, you can just simply hit save image. Now that you've finished your thumbnail, that's basically it for today's video. I hope this is very helpful, as I get a lot of questions asking how in the world I make my thumbnails. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions in the comments, feel free to put them down below. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And if my video isn't informational enough, I'd be happy to either do a part 2 or a second or maybe more detailed video. If not, if you wouldn't like to wait, because I might not do that instantly, you can always look up more tutorials on YouTube, and that's how I learned how to make my thumbnails, is completely off of YouTube. So yeah, if my video doesn't help enough, feel free to check out any other video, as that's how I learned how to make mine. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone!